Hi everyone, welcome to BIM Parametrics. This is Mohammed Shahrukh, and in this video we will see how we can create a parametric door which can be open at any swing angle. So to start with, let's suppose we have this floor plan or a 3D model present here. Now let me go to level number 1 and let's consider, for example, we would like to add a door to it. So from the architecture tab we can go to door, and here let's suppose we will use the default door, that is M single flush. The size we are going to use is 915 by 2134, so where 915 is the width and 2134 is the height of the door. So let's suppose if we select this one and then let's place it somewhere over here. Now once the door is placed, let's go to 3D view. Now you can see it looks like it is open at 90 degree. But the moment I go to 3D view, you will notice something, that this door is closed. Now if I select this and then I go to edit type, you won't find any option to open this door panel. So here what we are going to do, we are going to modify this particular door and we will add a certain parameter so that we can open this particular door at any angle. Now to start with, let's select this door and then edit this in a family. So we can go to edit family. Next, you can see, let's go to consistent color. So this is the door from the elevation view. You can go to the floor plan and select ground floor. And here you will see this, there are many parameters are already present. So what we can do is, let's go back to visual style and then change it to consistent color. So you will see it in more proper way. All right. Next, you can see there are some labels which are present here. These are the parameters. So it looks a little big. So what we can do is we can go to scale and then we can make it, let's suppose 1:5, or let's make it 1:10. All right. So once this is done, now our next step is to create a parameter. Our next step is to create or add a parameter so that this panel can be linked to it and it can be open at any angle. Alright, so for this what I'm going to do is, let me select this panel and then we delete it, and we are going to create our own new panel. Now again I'm repeating, you can see it here, it's somewhere here right now, and then I'm going to delete this one. So let's select it and delete. And for example, let's suppose I want to start my door panel from here. So for this, let me go to create and then I'm going to use reference line option. So select reference line. Now you have to remember, you should always use reference line. You should not use the reference plane, because the reference plane option sometimes won't give you the lock option. So let's select reference line. All right, and then from this particular edge, I'm going to create a reference line here. And then next, I'm going to lock this. So to lock it, we can go to modify. From the modify tab we can select align tool. So select align, and then I want to lock this edge of the reference line to this plane. So for this what we are going to do is, first let's select the reference plane and then carefully bring your cursor towards the reference line end and try to press the tab key. Now you can see if the point is selected, you can just click and then lock it. Now it is locked to the horizontal direction, in the vertical direction. Now we would like to lock it in the horizontal direction. So for that again we repeat the same procedure. Let's go to align again, and then this time I will select this edge and then select for this endpoint. We can go to reference line and then press tab couple of times. So let's select, okay, it's selected, and then we can lock it. Now you will notice it is already locked. Now what we are going to do is, let's try to put an angle here. So for the angle, let's go to modify again and then select align dimension option, and then from there we can select angular dimension. And let's add the angle. So I will add the angle from this edge to the reference line. All right. Once this is done, now I would like to check whether it can be edited. So if I go and click, you see it cannot be edited now. So for this what we are going to do, we are going to convert this angle dimension into the parametric dimension so it can be editable. So for that, select the angle dimension and then go to label, click on create a new parameter, and we can give the name as swing angle. One thing to be noticed, uh, it's always possible that it doesn't work in the single time, so you might have to repeat, you have to do it couple of times, so that this project works properly. So okay, let's go and make it, click OK. So now you see its swing angle is currently 28 degree. Now let's suppose if I want to make it 45, so let's just go and click 45. Let's see, it's working. All right, you see it's worked now. Let's make it 0 degree. Let's see, it's working. Yeah, it's working. Let's make it 45 again. All right, so here we got some issue, I guess. So again we can select it, and then we see here, let's try to give the, let's make it 30 degree for a while, and then now we are going to, okay, this label looks little big, so let's make it again 1:5. So all right, next we would like to create, or we would like to give the thickness for the length for this particular reference line. So what I want is the length of this reference line should be exactly equal to the width of the door. So for that we can go to, again, align dimension option, select one endpoint of the reference line, and then by pressing the tab select the second endpoint. So we need to carefully select here. All right, so once it is done, next let's select this and convert this into a parameter. So this time we will not create a new parameter, this time we will just use a parameter called width, because we want that this length should be equal to always the width of the door. So let's make it, now you can say it's exactly 915. Now let's see here, now let's make it 0 degree. All right, let's go back to 30 degree. Okay, here we can see it's not fixed, so I guess we need to modify something here. So for that, let's go back and create a reference plane somewhere here, I guess, and then let's try to link this line with this reference plane so that it always lock at that location. So let's go to align and then select the reference plane, and then come here carefully and then try to press tab and then lock it. All right, so I guess it should work properly now. Let's go and check it 15 degree. All right, let's make it 0 degree. All right, so let's make it 5 degree again. Yeah, bingo, you see it's work. And then make it 15 again, it works now. All right, let's try to make it like 90 degree. Okay, and then again 45 degree. All right, so you can see our this angle parameter is perfectly working. Now once this is done, now the next step is we would like to create the panel here. So for the to create the panel, now we will go to the extrude command. So go to create extrusion, and then we will I'll use the pick line option. I can select this and I will lock this because I want that this line should always sit on the reference line. So that whenever we change the angle, not only the reference line move, we want that the panel should also move. So for this it is important to lock this. So once this is done, all right, let's create the thickness. So I guess the thickness is maybe like, we can give it 76, I guess. So we can go to pick line option, give the offset as 76, or I guess it's too much. So let me check it because I'm not sure what is the thickness for the default one. So let's make it 50 for a while, and let's place it here and then create a close extrusion or a sketch first. All right, so once this is done, we can click finish. Now you can see this is created. Now next, let's suppose I change the angle. Let's see it's working or not. So let's suppose if I make it 45 degree, yeah, it worked, but now you see the panel's length is increased, or the panel width is increased. So to control this, we will come back. Also you will notice that not only the panel width, the thickness of the panel is also changed. So now we need to control this even. So for this, let's go back, select the extrusion and then edit the extrusion. Now let's go back to align dimension and then add a parameter here. So this will be, so this is the parameter, and then attach this parameter, or this is the dimension, sorry, and attach this dimension to the width parameter. All right, and then again we need to control the thickness also. So let's select this, the width, and select, let's suppose, do we have anything? So we have height, there is nothing called, this is the trim width, so I think this is the thickness. Yes, so we can select thickness 51. All right, so once done, we can select this. Also, to make it fully constrained, what we can do is we can go and add an angular dimension here between these two edges, so that we want that it should not deform anytime. Similar way, we can add it here, so it is now perfectly constrained. So once done, you can click finish. Right now, let's go to the elevation and see what is the height. So right now the height is 2134, so I will select my door panel, or let's go to the consistent color. I'll select the door panel here, and then the height should be equal to, so we'll attach it to the height. So what we can do, the extrusion end, we will go and click on to associate a family parameter, and then here we will set it to height, that is, and then click OK. Now you see, next we will attach, or we will add the material. So select the panel, go to material, and then from here we can, let's go and create a new material. So let's rename it door material, or all right, there is already one option is present, so let's go back and select that one. So that is, I guess, door panel is there. Yeah, so just select door panel, and that's it. So now let's go to ground floor again, and let's test it. So let's go back and make it 15 degree, for example. You see it's working perfectly. And then let's go back again and change it to 60, for example. Oh, there is something didn't work properly. Oh, all right, I changed something else. Okay, let's make it 90. All right, okay, so I guess there is a issue with this part. Now you see it's moving a bit. So now what we need to do is, let's extrude it, and then we want this to be aligned properly. So let's align it to this point. So I just select this point. Okay, let's select align dimension, and then align. Let's select this point, and then let's see if we can align this. No, let's align it again. Okay, there is some constraint issue is coming. So what we can do is, let me finish it and let's check it again. So if it is 30 degree, it's working fine. Okay, and if it is 0 degree, it is still okay. Let's go and change it again to 45. It's working. And then 70, it's working again. 85, it's working. I don't know why 90 it's having an issue. So I don't want to extend this tutorial long bit. So what we can do, let's suppose if it is 88, okay, it's fine. I don't know, there is some issue with the 90 degree option. So all right, anyways, so let's suppose you already got the concept. I can make another video, and I can see what is the problem in that one. So let's finish this video with this particular part. So what we can do is, this part is done, so we can load this into the project, and then you need to override the existing version and its parameter. So let's go, and now you can see the door is open. Now let's suppose you would like to switch off the door, or let's suppose you want to change the angle of the door. So what we can do, there is no option present here, it is under edit type. So let's go to edit type, and here you see the swing angle. So let's suppose I make it 60 degree and apply. You can see, you can very well, you can control this. Now another thing which I would like to do is, anytime I would, let's suppose you have multiple doors present here. So let's go and create similar. And you will notice, if I'm going to change the angle of one door, for example, and let me go back and change it to 30 degree, you see all the doors panel will change. So we don't want this actually, and we don't want to duplicate it. So now what I'm going to do, I will convert that swing angle parameter into an instance parameter, so that we can control the swing angle for each door independently. So for that, we can select the door again, edit family, and then you select this swing angle parameter and make this swing angle parameter as instance parameter. So click on instance parameter. Alright, and then load it into the project again, and then overwrite the existing version and its parameter. Now once this is done, now let's see, let's suppose, let me make it little let me press the space bar to make it outside. Alright, and now select this. Okay, let's select this also and make it outside. Now you select this door, and then here you see, now as it is an instance parameter, the swing angle is present in the instance property. So you can go and change it. You can make it 30 degree. This one you can make it like 60 degree, and so on. So now you see, this is how you can control the the panel angle in the door by parametric option. Let's try here. If I make it this one as 0, so whether it gets close or not. So let's select it, make it 0. You see it's close. Now let's try to make it open, because we are facing the option a problem in 90 degrees. So let's see it works or not. I guess it worked here. Alright, so I think it is working in this case. Alright, so let's make it 45 and then close it. So that's how you can create any door. You can convert any type of door into this this swing angle option, and you can use it for your rendering in your project and so on. So that's it. Thank you very much. I hope you liked the video. So if you like it, please subscribe BIM Parametrics for more videos. Thank you very much.